Hey everybody, welcome back. Hope you're doing well today. We are once again back in the drug den with Pernisk has gone. He's walked away. Is it Pernisk? Let's just open the journal. It's a new day for me. That means I cannot remember a damn thing. Pernisk, yes. So we have freed Pernisk. We've got Nyrid in our dungeon. I don't know how that's going to work. We'll have to... I don't even know where our dungeon is in our stronghold, so we're going to have to go and have a look and find out about that. How much longer on the construction? 4 hours. That's going to be done very soon then. Lovely. Right, we've got loads of money as well. Okay, anyway, we need to go find his wife, don't we? We need to go back to the Goose and Fox Tavern, which is where I assume she still is. And we need to have a little chat with her about what's been going on. So let's run through. Oh yeah, we need to talk to Ida as well. We'll do that when we get outside. Let's just get out of here. I assume there's no more guards? Nope. Looking good. So let's go out. We'll have a quick chat with Ida. We'll go and speak to the good old wife in the Goose and Fox, and then we need to explore the rest of town because we've got. I mean, we've basically explored this small area.
You have said you fought in the Saints' War, but for which side?
The one that blew up my god.
I didn't mean anything by it. I imagine a man with a head made of fire and light could be very convincing.
Funny thing about Dear Woodens. With all that fire and light, they just treated him like another authority figure.
All right, fair enough. Right, let's chat to him then.
The dozens. Pretty sure you won't find one among them who stood within 100 miles of that bridge when the Godhammer went off. Too bad, too. Then there'd be less of them.
Why do they call themselves the Dozens? Okay, you're done talking out loud. Fine. Was 12 Dear Woodens stood outside Halgate Citadel waiting for Widewind to cross the bridge there. They had to hold him there long enough for the Godhammer to detonate, so that's what they did. Godhammer? That's what they called the bomb they blew up Widewind with. Don't know much about it other than that. Anything kills a living god, guess you gotta name it. Well, it's kind of obvious what he has against the Dozens then. But anyway, what do you have against the Dozens? Nothing serious. Nothing I don't have against a lot of folks anyway. The Dozens, they like to take things into their own hands. Gets ugly sometimes. We don't have them in Gilded Vale, but they'd be right at home there. They picked that name so they could do what they wanted and feel like it was right. Got nothing to do with honour or sacrifice. They like to invoke Magran too, when they especially want to feel right. Somehow I don't think she'd be too impressed with that lot. I'm sure she'd like to set them on fire anytime they use her name, but God's probably got rules against that kind of thing. People hide behind symbols so they can't be questioned. There must be plenty of other groups that are better reflections of the figures that inspired them. Too bad, I wouldn't mind seeing something like that. Surely Magran has worthier followers. She draws all types, seems to me. More than she'd like, I'm sure. Warmongers, fire lovers, his eyes fixed briefly on Durance. But she does do better than that. Plenty of good soldiers said their prayers to her when we were marching toward the front lines. Have to expect those are the types she preferred to talk to. Let's continue on, shall we? Good idea. Alright, just a bit of a... Whoops daisy, we don't have everyone now. Come on. Got a golden lab. Let's go back to the Goose and Fox. Apologies, we're going to have quite a few loading screens here, aren't we, as we go in and out of buildings. But that does give me a chance to just try and remember what the hell is going on. So let's hop inside the tavern. Right. There's nothing else inside the tavern, so hopefully we can just wind this quest up, and then we're just free to explore. Let's see if she's still over there, shall we? She is. Perfect. Canra, that's her name. Canra looks up at you as you approach. What happened with Pernisk? Did you give him the ring? How is that a lie? Wait, what? Oh, I see. Not telling her about the Sveth. Well, I'm not going to lie, to be honest. So, Pernisk was being impersonated by a powerful wizard. However, the real Pernisk also deals Sveth. Sveth. She blinks at you, stunned. I had no idea. Pernisk, She brings her fist down on the table, sloshing her drink. Damn it! How can I trust him after something like this? That he's lied to me for this long? She runs her hands through her hair and takes a deep breath. I should just be glad I found out about this before the wedding. Right now, he needs help and forgiveness. He still loves you. Do you really want to give up on your future together? It's smart to stay away from him. There are other men in Defiance Bay. I'm sorry it turned out like this. Well, we'll go for option 2. He still loves you. Perhaps you're right. If he's willing to give it up, we can work this out. Seems worthwhile to give him a chance anyway. Oh, and take this. She unclasped something from her neck. Picked it up from one of the merchants to help me stand firm in my decision. I'll be fine without it now. Unwavering resolve added to inventory. Okay, we get a bunch of experience. Let's have a look at this unwavering resolve, shall we? It's a necklace. Intellect +2, resolve +1. Excellent. We did actually give you... Oh, it was a healing... Wait, no. It was the hat. Was it the hat? Yeah, the hat was +2 intellect. Am I happy to leave you with reflex and healing received? I think I am. What have you got? You've got max endurance. You've got defenses from that point of view, and you don't need intellect anyway. So what about you? You've got will +9. Mentally based attacks. I think you'd be far better off having 2 intellect. So I don't know, that hat is just not really doing it for me on a mage, but we're damn well sticking with it. Okay, great stuff. Right, so let's go out of there, and we should just be good to leave then, shouldn't we? Nice. I enjoyed that little side story. Very kind of revealing of the area and some of the problems that we have here, and kind of helps set the scene, doesn't it? It makes the kind of the townsfolk feel more real when there's stuff like that going on. Okay, now then. So we've actually talked to everyone in the marketplace, I believe, haven't we? We haven't been up here, the expedition hall. Presumably we can get jobs there. I'm not too excited about that, but we'll see. We haven't actually... Does this just loop round then? No, it doesn't. We haven't been down here. Let's have a little look around. What's that? So we can just go into houses even if they're not... Okay, they're gold plates. We can't go onto the grass. Well, we've got to see what's in there. We can't just pass up an opportunity, can we? We're probably going to check. I mean, surely it's not all the buildings. Let's have a look. All right. Right. Everyone knows the plan? Up the wall and in the window. Grab the jewel from the pretty little lord. We got it. Listen, dwarf. If I have to... Langdon, we have company. Greetings! Dwarf eyes you suspiciously and hides his pistol behind his back. You, looking for someone? Because this isn't the best... Langdon rounds on the dwarf. Idiot. They're probably with the Crucible Knights. You've made a grave mistake coming here. He raises his blade. Oh, what? Hold the phone now. You didn't even let me explain, did you? Right. Fine. Have it your way. What are you? You're some kind of berserker as well. What have we got? You appear to be a mage. Potentially... No, sorry, you've got a bow. You've got a bow. Okay. Right, well, you do need to tank him. So do that. Knock him over. I think probably what you want to do is go and do that. He is about to go into a frenzy, but what we'll do is we'll send Itumak with you. I think that's the play. And I might even give you the support of Sagani, because I'm a bit worried about him that he's going into frenzy. So let's do that. You've got your bow. I'd like to swap your chant over, which we'll do in a second. I do need... Well, that said, I've got to do something about Rigbert, haven't I? Probably what I need to actually do with you for... Whoops, daisy, is move you over here. I mean, you could tank Rigbert, but... Alright, let's unpause. Okay. And then I'm hoping that Rigbert will go there. Let's mark him. I need to get you on Champ B, but anyway. To be honest... Well, actually, you can... I'm going to let your AI decide what to do with you. I'm not too fussed about micromanaging. You need to get that out. Also, interdiction would definitely be a good shout, so if you could do that. Right, let's get... She's done marked prey. Let's actually, how much health is he getting owned? Oh, we can't see his health because he's gone into frenzy. No worries. Let's shoot him with the that. What are you doing? Have you been? Oh, you're confused. I'm a bit worried that I can target you. Hmm. I mean, this is looking relatively...
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
We don't even really need to do anything, but it would have been better if you two came around here. No, I mean, like... Oh, do you know what? Do what you want. We may have over-engineered that relatively simple fight, but... There you go. Right, we've got some relative junk. Some more junk, including a pistol. A fine rapier. Male coif. Oh, we actually got a few of those male coifs, didn't we? We were going to look at equipping them. Thieves' letter. Our contract inside Raymond Manor will leave a second-story window ajar. He's confirmed the location of the heart of the White March in a hidden chamber. Get your crew together and head to Brackenbury before Lord Raymond moves the jewel. AD. AD. Alright. Tell somebody about the plot. So that's Raymond Manor. Spirit Shield Potion. We've got another one of these Ramhorn Helms. That's fine. Right, what's on the table? Not a lot. Long, jagged tear. Tears or tears? Must be tears. Long, jagged tears slice across the garden scene in this painting. Right. A few bedrolls and spare tunics are bundled in the corner.
I'll have it in no time.
I'm sure you will.
The work of a moment.
All right, a quarter staff, and some cash. Nothing in here. Aha!
What do you suppose that bally thing is?
It's a moonstone. That's what it is. Just letting you know. So we can't. There's not a room there. So just check this door. Hello?
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
There's moonstones everywhere. Okay. Okay, a book about House Dominal. Or Domenal. Muddy boot prints and splotches of ale stain the bed sheets, and it looks like we've got a trap.
What this is?
Which Aloth can take care of. Or mechanical mage. And bloodstone and a bit more cash. Is that it then? Oh no, there's another room. Muddy boot prints again. Dummerid Row. Okay. We don't really need to read that book, do we? I think that's it then. Just a little side area with some bandits planning a robbery. Fair enough. So that was whatever manor. Renfid, was it? Something like that. So when we find the manor...
You're from Gilded Vale? Then you're close to home.
Oh, I don't know where that will be.
Surely you'll go back when this is all over.
Dunno. Guess that all depends.
Guess that all depends. Oh yeah, well, there was a barrel, wasn't there? Spirits? What's this? Shields have been battered and scarred in long ago battles. Meat? Okay. Well, like I said, we gotta look at crafting and everything, haven't we, at some point? Admeth's Den. Alright, we'll just check over here. Don't think there is anything, though.
I shall be discreet.
Just go into search. Oh, okay. Let's go inside then. So am I right in thinking this is like the, they've got a bunch of the dozens in here?
Mercenaries. All fancy weapons and no skill.
We're the ones who beat Reed Ceres in the Saints War. Is it Red Ceres or Reed Ceres? I can't remember. The knights patrol to keep us out of the ruins, but who keeps them out? You look like you've seen a thing or two in the wilds. Yes, yes we have. Is there any point in searching? Probably not. That's stealing. I mean, what is it though? Oh, never mind. Hello, boys. Brandon Lear. No, Bandon Lear. Sorry. A well-groomed man steps through the hall with a confident swagger, a smug grin etched on his face. He is flanked by 5 other hard-looking individuals. One of his companion eyes you for a moment before spitting chew at your feet. Oh, that's rude. Another pup come wandering in. I see. Just know that Bind's giant slayers run things around here and you'll be fine. Never heard of him. His eyes narrow. You have now. Stick around Defiance Bay and you will again. Plenty of bounties to go around, but there's a reason the giant slayers get the lion's share. Remember that. A voice bellows across the hall. Enough jabber, Bind. You going to do the job or talk about it? His jaw tightens. Wenan? Weenan? What? We decided Weenan. Weenan's right. That coin ain't going to collect itself. He looks at his comrades and jerks his chin towards the door. See you around, pup. Let me attack him. Get him. Right, fair enough. There's old Weenan. Got some gold plates here.
I'll see what I can do.
I assume no one's going to mind me picking this. Bit of cash. Just mercenaries and stuff. Outer bands of this target are pocked with countless holes. Oh, he was shooting at it and we were stood in front of it. Arrows are for practice in the expedition hall only. Purchase weapons for personal use from Sonild. No exceptions. Even held a weapon before. Okay, edges of swords have been blunted by practice.
Time, Aidwig, keep your fucking blade up. If that dummy was armed, it'd have your head off.
True and real. So this man watches the training adventurers with the disinterested contempt of someone whose skills are wasted in this setting. He barks at one of them. Okay, I'm looking for work.
You want an expedition? Talk to Wenan.
It's Wenan.
I just handle these mercenary shit shovelers. Adventurers, I mean.
Right, Wenan it is, although I did enjoy our short spurt of Weenan. Although, he sizes you up, I do have something I need done. Something that requires, he glances sidelong at an adventurer flailing away helplessly at a dummy. Competence. What do you need done?
I was formerly one of the Knights of the Crucible. When I left, they kept my arms and armor. The arms they can have, but the armor belonged to my family. I'd like it back.
Why don't you just go ask for it back?
No. Oh, they'd like that, I'm sure. But I won't be going. Sooner be torn apart by dogs than give them the satisfaction.
Oh, don't be a baby. Doesn't sound like leaving the Crucible Knights was your choice.
You don't choose to leave knighthood. The Crucible Knights, they may not be a real knighthood, but the oaths you swear are just as true. Still, turns out that even unofficial knighthoods have politics. You cross the wrong man, suddenly all kinds of accusations are thrown your way, and nobody believes you.
Nothing more destructive than a crowd with the wrong idea. What's this armor?
It's a breastplate. Not much to look at, and it's seen far too much use, but it's been in my family since the liberation.
I'll see what I can do.
And then it's Penhelm you're looking for. A low snake of a man. If he was to die choking on his own black tongue, it'd be too kind of fate. He kept it when he had me kicked out.
Noted. Penhelm. He leans in closer. I got word from a reliable source that Penhelm visited a forger in Ondra's Gift right after having his soul lineage read by a cipher in Dunrid Row. Should you have it in your heart to find a way to ruin his life while you're there, well, drinks on me. Having his soul lineage read?
It's a requirement to join the Knights. They have to ensure a novitiate doesn't have a subversive lineage. If Penhelm's superiors found out his affidavit was a fake, his career would be over. Every novitiate gets an affidavit from Dunrid Row, and those are stored at Crucible Keep. If you find Penhelm's, one of those ciphers could tell you if it's real.
Okay. Right, so we need to go to the Crucible Keep and we need to find Penrid's. Penrid? Is that his name? Penhelm, sorry. And then go to Dunreed Row. Okay. Scunny scratches the back of her neck. If generations of Massuk's traditions are any indication, that this Penhelm probably doesn't remember it. Still, a past like that has to count for something. Alright, farewell. Find the heirloom breastplate. Fair enough. Okay, can we even get in this side room? Yes, we can. We'll just have a little look around before we talk to old Wennon. Oh, is this the... I mean, I will lockpick this right in front of him. What is it? Oh, okay.
Good day to you.
Woman looks up from polishing a dagger. Haven't seen you before. You headed out with an expedition company? She raises an eyebrow. Or are you betting on one? How long have you worked at Admeth's Den? She leans on the countertop and drums her fingers. Oh, a few years. I got in the minute the last merchant cleared out. She nods towards the main area of the hall. They've got new expeditions venturing out every week, so this is a great place to do business. And the dozens make loyal friends and loyal customers, so long as you stick by them. She taps on the counter. The vendor who was here before me, they ran him out when he sold the best helms to a pair of Crucible Knights. I've been more careful not to make the same mistake. Right, well, can I buy something? I'm afraid not. See, the dozens only do business with me as long as I only do business with them, and they're good customers. She jerks her thumb at the door. If you get on Osric's good side, he might make an exception for you. He's probably training some of the new recruits right now. Right, okay. Well, we're not looking to buy anything anyway. So, crack on.
I want to see what I can do. The work of a moment.
What even? Boring.
I want to see what I can do. The work of a moment.
Oh, the map would be nice, but it's stealing, and we don't steal. Of note is a description of a cavern where molten rock flows within a deep chasm. Interesting. Okay. Alright, let's go and talk to old Wennon.
Don't stand on ceremony. State your business.
This rough-looking man glances at you briefly as he scans the mercenaries milling around the room. Tell me about the dozens. Wennon's expression becomes serious, the timbre of his voice deepening. Good men and women trying to walk in the footsteps of great men and women who came before us. We're a loose association of warriors and expeditionaries, in the Deerwood. Not as fancy as the Crucible Knights, mind you, but at least we remember our roots. At least they remember someone else's roots and pretend to be like them, he means. Your roots? Crucible Knights take pride in having won the Deerwood's freedom 150 years ago, but we're the ones who've protected it. Everyone knows that the Saints' War ended when the Godhammer destroyed Widewen at the Evandil Bridge. A lot of folks don't know how Widewen wound up on that bridge. 7 men, 5 women. They walked out of Halgett Citadel and faced down a god, held him there until the bomb went off. He thumps the table. That's the legacy we defend. Some call us mercenaries, but we don't need matching armour and steady cloaks to remember our roles. We're the same now as we were then. We stand up for the people. First line of defence, whatever it takes. We've got new enemies now. If it's not Widewen, it's his damned legacy. It's the damned soul butchers in Brackenbury making things worse on all of us. Probably causing the whole thing one way or another. Well, we haven't gone anywhere, and there's a lot more than 12 of us now. We defended Deerwood once, we'll do it again. Wennon casually nods your way. His eyes continue to float from mercenary to mercenary as he speaks. What else do you need? I'm looking for work. You got any quests?
See Osric. He's usually got something. You do well for him, maybe I can find you more.
Okay, well that's fine, and we'll do the quest for Osric. But just out of interest, Osric sent me to you. I was looking for an expedition. I have expeditions, but they're not just for anyone. Oh, okay, we dozens help those of like mind and deed. How about you give Osric a hand first? Oh yeah, okay. All right, fine. We have a quest to go and fuck around with the Crucible Knights and try and get old Penhelm in trouble. Jolly good show. Right, so we could go to Lumdala's house next, I suppose. We'll just check over here, make sure there's nothing crazy happening. That's a gold plate. Grain. Oh, the shields. Yeah. Okay, jolly good. Just a car and another gate out of the city. Does that go... That must go to the bridge that's been destroyed then. Can't say no to lockpicks. We must have a few lockpicks though, because we don't generally use them. This painting depicts the famous scene from The Light of Dawn in which the traveller and the ghost happen upon a starving man. Alright. Lovely home. It is the same building as the the other building we were in, though, in terms of, you know, the structure. Why are we allowed to loot everything and it's not stealing? Should I be worried? Unlocking this will require the proper key. Well then,
Nice and quiet.
let's make sure we haven't missed anything. But it's probably from another quest. I don't think we've missed anything, but it's worth a gander just to make sure. Nope. Okay. Yeah, so, well, that we can see anyway. So I suppose we go back in there after we pick up another quest and get a key or God knows what. Right. We haven't actually been into the middle yet. We've not really been close to the edge either. I don't know whether there's going to be anyone lurking there. What's this? The what? The Scrivener's Dormitory. Or the Scriveners. Scriveners? The Scriveners? Might as well head in there. Do a bit more exploring. Spilled tea, empty ink pots, and one detailed sketch of... I shouldn't even bother reading it there, should I? Sketch of a fire-breathing old dwarf are all that remain of a long study session. That would be stealing. Be with you in a moment. The sturdy bunks are topped with thin blankets and even thinner mattresses.
I'll have it in no time. The work of a moment.
Got some shrooms. Wait, what were they? Snowcat. Alright.
Gods keep you.
My god, what is it with all these people's names? Whale? Whale? We're going whale. If anything, it sounds funnier. By Whale's eyeless face, you are one short ogre. But why are you green? What? Why are you green? And how are you getting the ducks to keep flying around you like that? Okay, just checking he is crazy. It's not just me. Right, survival. Let me guess. You smoked a lot of white leaf? Or did you get your hands on some snowcap? He claps his hands and laughs. Snowcap. Snowcap. So few people know snowcap, much less ogres. He beams at you and nods his head. You're a scrivener? Scrivener? He nods. Yes, I am a scrivener. It's probably a scrivener. I don't know. I read books. I write books. I once ate a book, but only because it looked like a sweet pie. Or perhaps it was sweet pie baked to look like a book. Interesting. Oh, I am also a collector of herbs, flowers, plants. I sell them. Mostly, I eat them. Show me what you have for sale. Cool. We don't want any of it. Anything else? Tell me about the dormitory. It's where the Scriveners who work at the Hall of Revealed Mysteries sleep. I'm a Scrivener. We're going Scrivener. He sniffs. This place smells like old stockings. Okay. Jolly good. Right, so these are all just a bunch of random... I mean, I guess we got to come in here and steal something. The study bunks, yeah. At some point. Be nice if we could find it ahead of time. You must be here for Corrin. Oh, okay. Maybe it's him that we're here for. I don't know if Corrin's hidden his little racket from... Oh, I don't know how. Excuse me. Someone's been sneaking naughty picture books from Old Valia into the dorm. I won't say who. Well, I think we all know who.
Well met, friend.
But if this is his room, which it may or may not be, there's only Snowcap in here. There's nothing else.
Keeping quiet.
Prayer against restraint. How's that? Old stockings. The pay's good. I live close to the library and I can read as many books as I want. Oh, sweet. The craft hall's finished. Right. I basically just want everything, don't I? I mean... We've got 22 security and only 9 prestige, so maybe we focus prestige more than just raw security. Getting a library would be good. Barracks to employ hirelings. We've got the dungeons. Wait, have we got the barracks? Yeah, we've got the barracks, you dummy. Curio shop. Purchase the parts of exotic creatures and generates a random creature part every turn in the Stronghold Treasury. Buy traps and receive a mechanics bonus. The chapel. Purchase scrolls. We do need the Bailey. Why don't we get the Bailey? Let's get the Bailey. 2 days. Rice. A rancid stench arises from the basin. Lovely. The dishes at the top of the pile are flecked with morsels of meat and cheese. Those at the bottom are coated in a slimy fuzz. Alright, well, there's not that much to see here, is there? I assume we'll be back for Corrin, whatever. Probably Corrin. We'll be back, sir. I have no doubt of it. Okay. And there's one going back now. There's some more gold plates. We go into the forum? Is it called the forum? Why do I think it's called the forum? Is it called the forum? Actually not sure. We need to go into that hall. First fires. Let's have a quick look in the middle. Crumbled loaves and shredded flyers float on the waters. Is there anything around the back?
Keeping quiet.
No. Well, not that we know of at the moment, anyway. Audience member. Ah. Your time has come, Sigram. Your life is at its end. Oh, Lafton. She calls to me. The pallid night. And you have such poor luck with women as it is. I cannot die yet. My children. What of my children? But you have no children. Of course I do, you fool. A wealth of them. Great armfuls of golden... That is, golden-haired tots, all of whom I love dearly. Yeah, okay. You say so, bro. Ha! Crowd gets it. Crowd loves it. Alright, well, let's... The benches are strewn with chicken bones, broken bottles, and greasy scraps of paper. Well, that is lovely. Oh, there's the person's house that we went in. Awkward. Don't tell her. Well, I suppose we'll chat to her, though. The statuesque woman has a gaze that could cut stone. She turns her chiseled cheekbones to the sky and favors you with a look of acknowledgement. Her eyes shimmer under silvered eyeshadow and a razor-precise line of kohl. Before you can speak, she throws her hand up in dramatic fashion.
Hello.
Autographs after the performance, please. Great art requires great concentration, and greatness is expected from the Revel of the Stars. Revel of Stars? What is the Revel of Stars? We are the finest theatre troupe in the city. We believe that the best art is immersive and true to life. She looks at the amphitheatre with a rapturous expression. We stage our performances right here in Copper Lane for the edification of all. I suppose I can spare a moment for a fan. Does the Revel of Stars take in many new members? But of course! Good drama is a balm to the soul, and we wish to offer a true theatrical experience to as many as possible. Why are we asking such weird questions? What kind of members do you take? We'll take in the new and old, the tall and small, the experienced and inexperienced, whoever is best suited to fulfill a role to the utmost. How long do you keep members? As long as they are able to satisfy the demands of their roles. She smooths a wayward strand of hair. True acting can be a grueling process, so some last longer than others. I'd like to ask something else. What do you do? That depends entirely on the demands of the role. She lays a slender hand on her chest. I am the Pallid Knight, the Widow of the Wood, and the Warrior Queen Mokka, all at different times. To live a different life each day is a glorious thing indeed, my friend. Farewell. So I guess I don't know why we're going in her house. Maybe this guy hates her or something. Sorry, I can't talk right now. Okay. Aha! What is this?
You might find this interesting.
Oaken Scarab figurine? Summons wood beetles. Alright. Once per rest. Yeah. Oh, okay, drugs. And an amethyst. Where does one equip such a thing? Where even is that? Where would it be? Here. Oh, it's your quick item. Okay, but it's once per rest, so you can keep using it. You like to summon stuff, but I mean, you also do scrolls. You should really have another scroll in there. We don't really do much here, do we? I'm not sure we really need Potion of Fleet Feet. Why don't you take the scarab? Why not? And we do need to get you... Why don't we give you another scroll? No, not crafting, sorry. Surely we have some, yeah. Insect Swarm? Sounds good to me.
I'll see what I can
Anything
find.
else? No. Alright, let's just jog. I presume this is going to be the same description, yeah. Have we been down here? No. That's a whole... Oh, there's the catacombs. Alright. Bloody hell, this is only the first of, like, 5 areas in the city. Oh, hang on, this guy's got a name. Oh, was it a gold? Oh, it was a gold plate. Never mind. Okay, we won't go across there yet. I do just want to jog around the outer ring to make sure we've not missed anybody who might be important. I don't think we have, but it's worth a quick check. No, another gold plate. And... should we go up then? Let's go in and see what all the other scriveners are doing.
I'd wager there are more than a few banned books in here.
Well, is this the library we're supposed to come for Ida? What's this one? The Records Archive. The archive in the Ducal Palace, which is not where we are, right, Daisy? Because that's probably in First Fires. It's not going to be in Copper Lane Library, is it?
Hail, traveler.
The woman barely glances up from the tomes on the table as you approach. You're welcome to browse the stacks, but mind that you keep your voice down. This is still a temple, after all, and Grimda doesn't tolerate disorder. Who's Grimda? Vexa speaks reverently. Why, she's the High Archivist. She's one of the most accomplished scholars alive today. Nothing goes on here without her knowing about it. Almost nothing, anyway. She scratches behind her ear. You should probably tread lightly around her today. This is a temple? It looks like a library. Her eyes grow wide and round. That's because it is! Whale is the god of mysteries and answers, encryption and decryption, concealment and revelation. She raises her hands to the rows of shelves. Its guidance comes from the understanding of the unknown and the protection of hidden knowledge. The Hall of Revealed Mysteries was built to celebrate that. To think there's such a place in the Deerwood. Incredible. I'd love a glimpse of the archives. How many secrets must sit upon these shelves? Fascinating. Isn't it? Temples dedicated to Whale tend to hold vast stores of knowledge. We use that knowledge to unravel and preserve the mysteries of the world. Alright, tell me about yourself. She throws her broad shoulders back. I am a scrivener and a devotee of Whale. It's my duty to look after our records and resources. Her chest swells with pride. Alright, you need to chill out, bro. Okay, well, there we go. There's a gold plate. We'll have a little look around, though. The books on these shelves cover the history and mythology of Old Valia. What? Oh, priest. Takes smooth tongue to solve problem. Oh, I know. Records of books borrowed and returned fill the cubby holes. Alright. So we can steal. I assume we could obviously right-click them and read them, but we don't need to know any of that stuff. Symbols on these pages writhe and shift. They're dizzying to look at. Adir Empire, the Midwife's Memoirs. These titles will refer to grandfather in mathematics and advanced geometry. Excerpts from the Sermon of Struggle. The Orochian Calendar. The Enigmatic God of Cold. The White That Wends. Isn't that like a book? Don't we know something about that? Either way. Interesting books, but obviously we're not gonna read them now. Let's just nip round here for a sec. 10 Years of Dawn, Adir Customs. No entry into the archives without Grimdar's permission. Is that the archives? Probably. Alright, we'll go back and just finish looking around in here. The Many Faces of Bereth, The Saints' War Part 2. Okay, none of these have anything interesting to say. The Travels of Errol of Levi. Selected Correspondences of Giftbringer Iden. True Stories from the Living Lands. Okay, right, who's this?
Well met, Fred.
Oh, that's Grimdar. An elderly dwarf surveys the stacks. Her skin looks as tough and wrinkled as walnut. Despite her stature, she manages to look down her nose at you. You're welcome to look around, but let the priests and scriveners continue their search. She shoots the nearest robed figure a withering glare. Wouldn't do to give them any other excuses. What are they looking for? Maybe I could find it. She sizes you up, stroking her chin. Could you now? She scowls at the robed priest again. You certainly couldn't do worse than this lot anyway. Thieves made off with an ancient scroll of Whale. They intend to blaspheme by selling that which should remain hidden. A secret of the 100 Visions. Her wiry eyebrows arch over her spectacles. The guards caught one of them, but were overzealous in their interrogation. All they could piece together was something about a farmhouse and the road to Deerford. Track the thieves down. Don't care what you do with them, but bring back the scroll. Whale rewards the persistent seeker, and so do I. An ancient scroll of Whale? There's a fine prize. I mean, a worthy task. Alright. Questions about the missing scroll? There's not really much I really care about any of that, though. Perception 15 would be great. What's so special about the scroll? Whale is the god of secrets. If I told you that, I'd cheapen it, wouldn't I? Fair enough. She cackles. It's a parable. The kind that nourishes the inquisitive mind and poisons the foolish. Tell me about yourself. I am the High Archivist of the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. She coughs loudly into her fist, and I am too old and too busy to be bothered with inane questions. Oh, I feel you. I'd like to know more about Whale. Her smile reveals a row of crooked teeth. That's the rub, isn't it? Whale is the god of things hidden and revealed. The more of the 100 visions one sees, the more one has yet to discover. Though we often call Whale he who sees and is not seen, it is neither male nor female. To assign any definitive characteristic to Whale is to miss another essential part of its divinity. The 100 Visions? a term of reference for Whale's many revelations. Despite the name, they're infinite. Each epiphany leads to yet another enigma. And I thought I was busy. Right, we got another quest. That's the main thing. Impossibly, this painted eye seems to move whenever you turn your back. Alright. Let's just head into here. So I'd love to go in there, but unless we can distract this guy, not much we can do. I could lockpick the door, but presumably that's going to cause him to kick off. Final journal, missive of the Hand of the Cult. Daily affirmations of focus and efficiency. Saints War.
Yeah.
Oh, not what I meant to do. Okay, I mean, I'd like to go in there, but what can I do other than... I mean, if we do the quest, we'll be allowed in, right? So I want to go into the catacombs as well, but did we want to go and do some of these quests first? Maybe. Maybe we should go out and even just do this scroll. Well, we'll tell you what, we'll do it before we go into the catacombs and before we move to another area of the city. I think that kind of makes sense.
I've never been to Nasitok. Is it very cold? What creatures wander the tundra? How are your leaders chosen?
Do you always ask this many questions?
Well, that's just to get us started. Let me get out some parchment for notes.
Ask whatever you want. If I don't know, I'll make something up.
Okay, so that's to go to the first fire. So actually, we're about done anyway. We can just check this little area, but I don't want to go into the catacombs just now. Dalton. This elderly man paces back and forth, taking short, hobbled steps. His gaze is distant, and beneath it are dark rings of many restless nights. He appears to be having a conversation with someone who isn't there. And the way you fought, cutting down two at a time. We shared quite a victory, you and I. Who are you talking to? The man looks up at you, startled. Oh, by the flame. For just a moment, I thought I heard her. He puts a hand on his chest, catching his breath. What troubles you? Just the memories of my youth in the Northwatch Rangers, Trials and adventures from a lifetime ago, even. He shakes his head. Of late, the memory of lost battles and fallen friends has been especially vivid. Tell me about these memories. It's been nearly 60 years. We were known throughout the Deerwood then. We thought we'd adventure together forever, collecting coppers and inspiring songs. The wrinkles around his eyes deepen. That was until we faced Helig of Thine. He was a wizard whose experiments in necromancy left a trail of bodies, some reanimated, from Solace Vale to Midwood. We tracked him as he fled toward the Valian Republics, catching him just west of the Lake of Drowned Tombs. We were fools. Seasoned as we were not prepared for his foul magic. Our numbers were nothing against his power. A wiser man would have ordered a retreat. Not me. By some curse of the gods, I was knocked out. When I awoke, my rangers, my Rowena, they are all dead. He holds empty air in his arms. Who is Rowena? My friend, my comrade in arms, and my love. We'd planned to adventure together until we grew old enough to settle down and enjoy our fortunes. Young as we were, we couldn't imagine anything would tear us apart. I know this sounds like an old man's madness, but I hear her. A voice just over my shoulder, calling to me in my dreams. At night, I see her wandering the catacombs beneath the city, trying to escape. Foolish as it sounds, I can't shake the idea that she's somehow down there, waiting for me. I've even ventured below, though it damn near cost me my life. He hesitates. Were I half the warrior I was in my youth, I'd search every grave and rat hole. As it is, I'm stuck with this feeble body and the agonizing notion that my love is somehow deep down there, beyond my help. Alright, I'll search it, fuck it. Tears spring to the old man's eyes. There's an entrance just southwest of here, on the other side of the canal. He sniffs and wipes his eyes. You are truly a gift from the gods. If there's anything you can find of her... Alright, so we have a quest to go in there as well. All good. Right, so the entrance is here. I mean, we could go in there first, I suppose. Does it really matter? I mean, in some ways, we're going to be going to Deerford Village another time. I assume they're going to be in Stormwall Gorge. Maybe we will do the catacombs first, actually. Skinflint. Oh, no, it's a bloody gold plate, isn't it? Okay, so I assume there's nothing around here. We'll just have a quick nose. In fact, we'll just go all the way over there because I haven't been there yet. Obviously, there's another gate to leave. Although, does that goes to Brackenbury, which is that little section there. We've heard a lot about Brackenbury, haven't we? Over here, mister. All right. All right. All right, mate. What is it? A young boy watches the passers-by and counts a grimy handful of coins. His face and arms are smudged with dirt, but except for the grass stains, his clothes are in good condition. As you approach, he blinks and makes a quick, furtive effort to pocket his coins. Hey, mister, want to know a secret? He wipes his nose with a sleeve. I know a real good secret. Looks like we got a little hustler here. Someone raised this kid right. Really? What is it? He shrugs and clasps his hands behind his back, kicking a loose pebble. I just saw folks hiding some really neat things. I could show you where, but Mum and Dad told me not to talk to strangers. His eyes slowly roll up at you. But maybe you could help me with something. Then we wouldn't be strangers. Alright, help you with what? Gordy's voice suddenly rises in pitch and tempo. The Crucible Knights have the daggers made out of March steel. It's the best steel around, except for Durgan steel, which doesn't count because no one makes it anymore. He stops long enough to catch his breath. Anyway, there's this merchant over by the expedition hall, and he has a dagger made of real March steel. His eyes grow large and round. He said he wouldn't sell it to me because I'm a kid, and kids don't know anything about daggers. But that's not true. I know lots about daggers. I know about the different kinds of steel. I know how the Crucible Knights make them in the forge. I know that the tip can pierce low-gauge scale armor. Okay. That one that's good and sharp can cut through bone. See, I know plenty about daggers, and I really, really want this one. And if you could just get it for me, I promise I'll never, ever ask anyone for anything ever again. I used to have a knife when I was his age. I don't know a better way to learn what you should and shouldn't stab. I say we give him a chance. You can't have a dagger, you'll poke your eye out. Okay, we can threaten him. Well, I wouldn't do this, but since Ida's kind of vouching for him and saying let's do it, we'll do it. Right, sounds reasonable. I'll get it for you. Gordy jumps up and down, whooping and hollering. I knew a real adventurer would understand. He points to the large building. There's a big merchant over by Adam's Den who sells weapons. He's the one with the dagger. I'll wait right here for you. His gap-toothed grin stretches from ear to ear. All right. Okay, go on then. Go on then. Let's go. I mean, unless it's like super expensive, then I'm not doing it. And presumably we're going to get hustled, but bless him. I can't say no to Ida. He's one of the boys. Question is, who sells weapons? Isn't it you?
Gods keep you.
Is it that? No, that's not a dagger. What, just a dagger? No way. Maybe it's not him that sells it? Oh man, is it not an official quest? No. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah. I'll find more pieces of the ancient sword. I forgot about these. Retrieve a scroll and scroll. Okay. What's the difference between a task and a quest? But anyway, find the March Steel dagger. Oh, you mean like he has it, but not... Okay, hold on.
Well met, friend.
Oh, I didn't even see this. I'm looking for a particular dagger made of March steel. Just like the Crucible Knights use. Let me guess, you've been talking to that kid, right? He laughs and shakes his head. I'd be tempted to sell it to you anyways and let the little rascal learn his lesson, but a pack of adventurers already took it off my hands. Giant slayers by any chance? Those adventurers you sold the dagger to, where are they now? Folk like that only visit Copper Lane to screw up at Adam's Den Expedition Hall. Or crew up, not screw up. Or down a pint at the Goose and Fox. And since they weren't headed into the den, well, you've got my best guess. Tell me more about the dagger. He oils the cloth in his hand. Made out of high-purity iron ore that comes out of the White March Mountains. Traditionally, the smiths at the Crucible Keep have smelted it into daggers and swords, which they only give to the Knights of the Crucible. Of course, I'd be surprised if that kid didn't already tell you all of this. He grins. To the Goose and Fox, then. Presumably. Yeah. Come on. Back in here we go. Lots of busy work, isn't there? So we might be getting in a scrap, but were they adventurers that were already in here before? Unless it was these lot. No. Oh! Wait, isn't it the ones we killed upstairs? Didn't we kill some upstairs? Actually not sure. Did we? I feel like we were snooping around and... Oh, maybe not. No, we didn't. We didn't. But it was obviously this lot, isn't it?
Well met, friend.
Do you buy a March steel dagger from Ygritte? He displays the blade on a flat palm. I did, and a fine piece of art it is. I don't know of any more circulating in the city. Outside the steel of the Crucible Keep, of course. Why would we tell him about the kid? Well, let's do it. Screw it. Let's find out what the deal is. I was trying to get it for a kid named Gordy. He blinks and kicks his feet off the table. A kid? This isn't a toy, you know. Get him a wooden sword. The Orlan woman leans over and punches his arm. Come on, Weasel. If our friend here is willing to pay, what's the harm? Plenty, actually. That kid will probably poke his eye out. Besides, I plan to use this dagger. Oh, we can attack. Alright, how much would it take for you to change your mind? He turns the blade in the light, admiring it. Seeing as how there's sudden demand for this, 100 pans seems fair. How much is 100 pans? How much is 100? Is it just 100 of the cash I have? Oh, have I not got the option anymore? Why are you giving me an addendum? Tell me you don't. Wait. Currency. Yeah, but what's... Why have I just clicked that? What? Yeah, but what? Ah! But what? Should we just agree to the deal? But what if he just takes all our money? Right, first of all...
Hey.
Yes?
You know, can't be too careful, can you?
Well met, friend.
100 pans. What the hell is 100 pans? Well, we don't... If we had the intellect or resolve option... Hang on, but intellect 12? Surely if I talk to you with, like, Aloth...
Following your lead.
Come here, because you're going to be needed if it goes wrong.
Hail, traveler.
But don't you have... Oh, I guess it's only Brewcore, right? It's only Brewcore's stats. I did know that. I'm just being a moron.
Well met, friend.
All right, screw it. Let's say we have it. Yes, literally 100 copper. Pleasure doing business with you. But that's really cheap. Hello? All right, well, crack on. Let's go back to the kid. Let's go back to the kid. I don't know. I thought it was going to be like super expensive or like a massive problem, but it wasn't at all. Literally just 100 copper. No worries. We'll split with that. It's much easier than fighting them. All right, let's give him the dagger.
So many ruins to uncover, places to see.
Indeed.
Here you go, you
Though
bugger.
After 5 years.
Have the dagger right here.
Ready for a break.
Gordy stops bouncing and stares at it, gaping in awe. It's so sharp. Right. Survival for... Yeah, that might be a play. Slowly hold out the dagger, pommel first. Listen first. When you're not using it, keep it sheathed or it'll rust. Don't show it off or someone's going to take it away from you. Or worse, it's a weapon, not a toy. Understand? Gordy's hand trembles as he restrains himself from snatching the dagger away. He nods, holding the dagger in its sheath. I'll take good care of it, I promise. Alright, we got the experience. So about that secret. Gordy puts his hand up to his mouth and whispers loudly. I saw one of the actors hide something under a loose stone near the theatre. Probably nothing as good as March Steel Dagger, though. Great secret, I already knew that. Tell me something else. He scratches his head and wrinkles his brow. Sometimes my dad goes to Ondra's Gift without telling my mum. Some place called the Salty Mast. Ah, there's a secret worth some investigation. Oh my god, how mean is this? That's amazing. Here's a secret for you. Your dad doesn't love you or your mother. Thanks for wasting my time, you little dolt. No. Thanks for telling me, Gordy. Bye. It's not his fault, is it? It's not his fault we already found the stone.
It's true. You have been at it far longer than I. Where will you go? All the world to choose from.
We lost some to bandits. What a surprise. What's up? Is this finished? Oh no, it's just literally it's the taxes collected. Right, so for today we're going to leave it there. I know we're just doing a lot of running around town, not a lot of, but at least we've actually explored most of this, talked to a whole bunch of people, picked up some quests, and then I think next episode we'll dive into the catacombs and see what the deal is down there. And then obviously if we want to, we can nip out probably to Stormwall Gorge, where I assume that scroll is. Unless it is at the village, but I'm imagining it's there. And we could do that, or we could just go and start exploring the other areas as well. Alrighty, so as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Have yourself a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next episode.